Just give me 3 days to set my plans into motion.
I see this land suits you. We welcome you freely, Outlander.
Very well, Ada. Let us begin to end the problems here in Ranyon-ruhn. I have done some research of my own, and am now convinced that Azariah is the traitor. However, we have yet to prove it. Absolutely. Ever since the beginning I have had my suspicions, but have lacked the means to prove them. Your work, however, has taken some of the pressure off me, and allowed me to do my own research. I had suspected there was the possibility of truth in the miner's theory that Azariah and Mirasun were behind the theft of ebony from the mines. So, I had someone investigate the backgrounds of both men. Mirasun had worked previously for another Telvanni noble as a guard. As a guard, he had been commended for his honesty and sense of duty. I cannot believe that he would turn on me. As for Azariah, he had a very murky background, and I could find nothing of his history before he settled in Ranyon-ruhn. With this, I feel it is obvious that Azariah is the traitor. However, before we can move against him, we must find solid proof of his guilt, or the Parliament will not accept any action we take. Yes. However, in this specific case, the death of Azariah will be a blow to our economy, especially if Azariah is not truly the culprit. And the Parliament will not see this valuable source of income damaged any more than it is now without proof. So, we need to catch Azariah red-handed.
Welcome, friend. I feel as though I should know you.
Mithras grins, my friend. The word's already on the streets. Haven't you heard the rumors? Know that you are in Telvanni, Tower of Master Mithras. Behave.
Halt, Dark Elf. Let me take a good look at you. You may proceed, but know I'll be watching you. The last Eswit who tried to steal ebony from our mine got caught within 10 minutes. The fool filled his backpack with a load of ebony, and didn't even know how much he'd be encumbered.
Please join me.
What's wrong with everybody? Should I draw it on my forehead? Don't bother me. I don't pay attention to rumors. I couldn't care less about them. Or you.
Always good to see a new face in Ranyon-ruhn. And rare. Oh, haven't you heard? Galday Scythendas, the shame of thieves, stole several crates of ebony from the stockpiles, all under the noses of our guards. Symeth caught her in the end, though. He knows all about it. And to think we all thought she was a rubbish thief. Amazing.
A warm welcome to you.
Welcome,
Don't
Outlander.
worry, Ada. watching her.
Hey there, Ada. I heard about how you managed to solve the problems in the mine. And I figured that I'd never really said thanks for you and Mithras' help in getting me a better reputation, so I thought I'd give you this. It's a little amulet I tried to use to be a better thief, but it never seemed to be of any help. Anyway, I don't need it now, so it's yours.
Go ahead.
Please, go ahead, Outlander.
I don't think we've been introduced, Outlander. I'm Mannery Guild Aaron.
I see this land suits you.
Ada. Everything's going according to plan. I only hope we don't fail the Master. Go on. It's your turn now. Oh, Mithras hasn't told you, has he? Well, I'm the only guard who knows the plan, so I suppose he might not have told you. Okay, well, he arranged for me to remove some crates of ebony from the stockpile, and then blame the theft on Gal Desai. Now the whole town wants to know how much she stole. And here's the master stroke. You can now demand to see Azariah's ledgers to see how much she stole. Of course, if Azariah's been faking the ledgers, it won't show any decrease. Then we've got him. So, go on. Back to keep me company. I appreciate it. Just don't let Nadia spot you. You know, she appears to be tough and all, but she's just hiding her true self. I know that deep down she's really sensitive and romantic, which is the reason I'm standing up here all day long. I love to watch her, although she never spent a moment to stare at me. Alright, go ahead, laugh. A garden love. Funny, isn't it? You don't find it funny? That's a relief. You know, I've been thinking of ways to approach Nadia, but I cannot leave my position. I'd really want you to help me if you can. Well, this is what I've been thinking. Nadia's father was once a friend of Master Mithras. After his death, Mithras was given his sword, the Blight Cutter, as he called it, and has kept it in the Tower of Telvanni ever since. I'm sure Nadia would love to hold that sword in her hands so that it would remind her of her father, and I'm sure she would at least pay some attention to the man that made it happen. I'd like you to obtain that sword and give it to Nadia on my behalf. It's really important to me, and I don't think that Master Mithras would refuse. After all, Nadia is like a daughter to him. I'd be so grateful if you could help me, Ada. Ada. Yes, What is it you need? Yes, about those. They were just recently requested at the mine office for filing. I'm afraid you will need to go there to get them. So, you'd best be going. Yes? Get out of here. Me? Do something funny. You clearly have learned nothing about me. Now, shouldn't you be at the mine offices? did that brat do this? I didn't spot a single shadow all this time. I'll kill her. Did Azariah stop by with the mining ledgers? Well, he rushed in here a little while ago, and dashed into the bunkhouse. He certainly didn't leave the ledgers with me. As for my ledger, it's right there on the table.
Ranyon-ruhn Mining Ledger. This book shows a list of miners and mining activities at the Ranyon-ruhn mine, along with figures detailing how much ebony has been moved to storage.
Walk with virtue, Outlander.
I don't think we've been introduced, Outlander. I'm Seven Arvel. How can I help you?
Ranyon-ruhn Stockpile Ledger. This book shows a list of figures detailing how much ebony has been stored in the stockpile. However, it is all by Azariah's hand.
Freely, Outlander.
What do you ask of me, Dark Elf? You want to talk about Nadia, you say? What of her, Dark Elf? Well, I confess I wasn't expecting this. Simeth and Nadia. I approve. Here, have the sword and tell Simeth to take good care of her, or I'll make him regret for toying with her heart. So, we were able to prove his guilt through the identical ledgers, but that Fetcher has escaped? Damn. I demand to know how our guards were able to miss this. Go, and speak with Simeth. He was tasked with watching Azariah's house, and must surely have seen Azariah break his cover. You have the sword. What are you waiting for?
Welcome, friend.
What do you want, Outland? You come on behalf of Simeth. What would he send you for? And what is this? Gods. My father's sword. Did Simeth send this? But how? No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Will you please tell him that I'd like to meet him? As soon as possible. I want to thank him. I never thought that Simeth would. But did he?
A warm welcome to you.
Back to keep me company. I appreciate it. Just don't let Nadia spot you. He what? That Fetcher. I was watching his house like a hawk. There is no possible way he could have escaped without my notice. Unless he was using teleportation. Oh, damn, I should have seen that one coming. Now we'll have quite a job chasing him down. I apologize to both you and Master Mithras. Do you have any news for me, Ada? You made it. This is incredible. And Nadia wants to thank me, personally. You just made me a happy man, my friend. I will not forget it. Here, take this. It's not much, but in the hands of an adventurer such as yourself, it can prove to be a real treasure. Thank you again. Come and visit me whenever you wish. I will be happy to talk to you. Didn't I tell you? She does have feelings after all. And she feels for me too.
Land suits you. We welcome you.
Have you been able to prove that Azariah is the traitor? So, we were able to prove his guilt through the identical ledgers, but that Fetcher has escaped? Damn. We need to find him, and bring an end to this affair. In the meantime, I will have the stockpiles carefully recounted, to see how much ebony Azariah actually managed to steal. I should have done this much earlier, but I had always been too removed from the mining process. Despite my dislike of Azariah's character, I had never believed him to be capable of such treachery. A grave mistake on my part. If Simeth is right and he has teleported out of there, then it will be an awfully hard job to locate him. But I cannot just give up this easily. Perhaps fate will favor us. There might be some clue to his base of operations at his house. Go, Ada. Search Azariah's house, and should you find any clues, return here and inform me. My beloved Nadia and trusted Simeth are together, all thanks to you. I can be nothing but glad for this union.
Trouble in Ranyon-ruhn, treachery revealed. 3 days have passed, so Mithras' plans should have come to fruition by now. Mithras is now totally sure that Azariah is the thief. However, the Parliament of Bugs will not accept an unjustified arrest that could potentially slow down the town's economic production even further if it is not Azariah who is the thief. To this end, Mithras says we need to catch Azariah red-handed. When I asked how we were going to do this, Mithras simply said, "The word's already on the streets. Haven't you heard the rumors? Everyone in Ranyon-ruhn is talking about the rumors that Galde Scythendas, the Shame of Thieves, has actually managed to steal a large amount of stocked ebony from the mine. Apparently it was Simeth who caught her. Simeth was happy that everything was going according to plan. When I asked him what he meant, it turns out that he and Mithras arranged with Galdesai that they would falsely accuse her of stealing ebony. Now, I must go and demand to see Azariah's ledgers, to determine how much she stole, to reveal his treachery." Azariah has claimed his ledgers had just been moved to the mine office, so I'll need to find where they are. Once found, I must compare the figures in both the normal ledger at the mine offices, which shows how much ebony has been moved to storage, and Azariah's ledger, which shows how much is actually in storage. The ledgers showed no decrease in the amount of ebony stocked from the amount of ebony moved. This confirms that Azariah is the thief. Now I must bring this news to Mithras. When I got to Azariah's house, it was abandoned. I should ask the guards if they saw Azariah flee. Simeth told me that he had been watching Azariah's house carefully, and had not seen anyone leave. Azariah must have escaped with teleportation. Mithras was irritated that Azariah had been able to escape, and told me that he would have the stocks carefully searched to determine how much ebony Azariah had really stolen.